Hey everyone, hey, we're all happy and excited and energy and it's all lies. It's all lies. Dirty, filthy lies. Hello,
Life
everyone.
is hard, people.
Oh God, music.
All right. So just need Jodie, could you flip your or cover your camera and then just turn it on? It'll fix the overlay. And then I'll bring you guys in. Everyone's ready to go.
Okay.
Make sure you guys get your Roll20 and your character sheets open. There's only 3 people on Roll20 right now. Although I guess Roll20 is not entirely super important as long as you got your character sheets open. I'm not too fussed.
I'll come back.
All right, welcome back. Jodie, could you flip your camera on and you can just cover it so that it fixes my overlay?
Oh yeah, sorry, one sec. Where is it?
Excellent. Okay. Cari's gonna have her screen probably on and off, mostly off this week. She's gonna just have to keep her eyes shut for most of this. This is gonna be a very sleepy episode this week, guys. So bear with us. We're all very sleepy, I think, in varying degrees for various reasons. So we're gonna make a game this week because we don't know pretty much what's gonna happen week to week for the rest of the month of December. So we'll just keep you guys posted. If you're watching this VOD and you're also an Eberron fan this week, probably no Eberron tomorrow or Monday. So just keep that in mind. We're not sure when the next Eberron game might be. Even in the next Eberron game could be not for another 2 months. We don't know. So yeah, work sucks for me right now, and I'm the host of this stream, so it's pretty it's pretty dependent on my situation, unfortunately. So that being said, the music's about to loop, so let's go and play some Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I am Happy Magic. I'm just replacing Gloomy Magic for the moment.
Okay, man.
So last time that the Song of Summer was together, they had a series of traveling adventures in and out of blizzards to get to the most bitter cold mountain range to meet up with some Goliaths that they had heard about through one mutual Goliath friend that they rescued from the fortress many weeks ago. So they find themselves at the entrance of Wormdoom Crag, where they talked with and now hold on to 4 unique little sprites called Chwingas that they met on some dragon bones out front. After talking with a chieftain named Ogolai Orc Splitter, they also met a few other residents of the cave and took a long feast. Learned some about the culture and even decided that they would like to go participate in some of the activities that was there the following day. However, before they could really do much besides have just a little bit of a bite to eat, the sorry, this is the wrong one. I'm trying to find something fun. Is it this one? Yeah, something strange happened where people just started walking out of the cave towards the dragon bones, and if anyone cares to follow out the front doors, they began to walk towards what looked to be the arena and the bleachers outside. And that is where we start today.
Oh, and we also noticed a couple of people, at least 3, had what appeared to be a yellow substance around their fingers.
Green, but
green.
yes.
Green, my apologies. The wee yellow.
We think that those people are part of like a fighting hand to hand can enter.
Perhaps we should just follow, see what's going on. How about everyone?
Sorry, what?
Just go to the wherever they're going. Just see what's going on. At the very least, get a bit more context.
I'll follow.
Many of the people tend to push their way out through various doors, and even Cari, your Aarakocra friend that was freshly repaired wings, walks out with a Rook Thundercaller and joins the stands as some of the Goliaths begin to go amidst the pillars. Very few of them stay. Most of them go to the bleachers against the far wall covered in ice and begin to start clearing them off with various brooms and chisels to make sure that they could sit down on some furs. What are you, all of you, doing during this?
Can I start clearing off some seats for us?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Wait.
I have Blackie help me clear out some seats. Flicking his tail, like.
I follow suit.
Just watching.
What am I doing?
Sound like Shine just notice that and just do it with a tail.
See that slowly Oglai comes out with a walking stick, guiding herself in, and kind of just stands near the stairs and watches as people get ready. Seems that there is quite a bit of hustle and bustle this morning.
I don't know what's about to happen, but I hope there's food involved.
You guys did just eat, just out of
I know, it's order. That's why I said
What's happening? This isn't what is it? We're at an event.
We're at an arena, or what appears to be an arena. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? Is there wrestling? Is that what it is? Wrestling?
I don't know, but maybe.
Van, you want to ask Ogalai what's going on? Is this something we can get involved in? This looks fun.
You want to get involved after everything that's happened? What happened to relaxing? Recharging ourselves?
I'm recharged.
Does goat ball involve actual goats, or is it just like a name?
How would you know that?
I'm asking Van.
Well, can we examine the ball?
You might know.
Maybe it's a goat. Goat ball.
Sorry. Here. Now, whatever you guys want to do is up to you, but if you're talking to anyone, you need to let me know.
Van, are you there?
Can I go into can I go
Oh god, I was muted. Fuck.
Oh god, Van was muted.
Can I talking?
Our only translator was muted.
Van was stuck in a
Well, no, they do
bubble.
speak common, but some of them
Self-imposed.
better than others.
I want to speak to who's in charge.
And who's that?
I don't know. Vanvalor can come with me. Vanvalor, who's in charge?
I feel like you should know. I don't know. I don't know if I should tell you.
Well,
So,
you don't know. You should tell me.
you
I
were there
need-
when we were talking to her.
Oh well, Croaky face.
Sure, yeah, go call her that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't speak giant. That's why I need you with me. Let's find out the place where they do the wrestling.
Oh, what? We're at the
Wait,
place where they do the wrestling.
You're getting the weirdest
I
looks from
thought this-
people in the
I
bleachers.
thought this was
Like,
goat ball.
Wait,
I don't know what's going on.
Jodie's
Wait.
confused now. Is this goat ball or wrestling?
wait. Do you want to go there because you want to wrestle, or do you want to go there because you want to wrestle?
Don't understand
good question.
why there was a different emphasis the second time.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Person who wants to go through the entire realms and all that.
Listen, alright? That's what I do when I get there is my business. I just want to know where it is. That's all I want to know.
Just don't do anything that's gonna get us kicked out, okay?
I won't. Have I ever? If anything, you get us kicked out.
Don't worry, there's no doors.
There's no doors here. It's all open, free living.
Hey guys, has either one of those events happened? Did I or Chalcedony gotten us kicked out in situations?
You got yourself kicked out once.
That was because of a door, a very evil door. I purified it.
I think everybody's
Whatever, I'm just gonna comfortably sit here and watch the festivities. Or
Okay, let's go, Vanvalor. Let's go and talk to Craggy Face.
Okay.
I think that Goldie's passive perception can pick up that there is definitely some Goliath warriors that are nearby that can hear you, and one of them is pulled by the scruff of their neck, trying to deck Chalcedony from behind to not hit her or not hit him. And it is from one of the teenagers that is like just one of them and is yoinked back by an adult. And it's like, not yet. That's all you see, the mouth.
Not yet.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend Cal's here. Yes.
Oh, I'm dying.
Whack the back, whack the soldiers. Finally, get the head, pull him down. Like, sit down, shut up, just chill. You need to trust me. You need to chill for at least 5 more minutes.
I'm perfectly chill. I don't understand why you're
You need to
manhandling
chill
me.
more.
I mean,
Just-
I'm not objecting, but
You can go. That is your prerogative. I'm just saying, as your friend, that someone who cares about you, stop talking about wrestling.
okay. Do you want to wrestle?
No! Stop!
Oh, I just, it's been a little rough and forceful.
We have been running around in the cold for the better part of what appears to be about 2 weeks, I believe. Can we just relax and actually chill?
That's what I'm saying. I want to relax. That's how I blow off steam. That is how I relax. Jesus.
You see that there's been a good chunk of people that are wearing a little bit less outsider wear than normal, and they kind of disrobe a couple of their outer garments, like a very heavy cloak down to something a bit more of just like a normal skinned, like tanned hide type shirts, and maybe some light armor like leather hides. And they begin to stretch together on 2 different sides of the arena. And then you see a child kind of come out from the back holding what looks to be like a wadded up blanket or something, and brings it to Oglai near the front, who takes it and then shuffles the kid off to the steps to go watch in the arena while it seems that there's some sort of warming up being done.
See there, Cal? Go ask one of them if you are really wanting to get involved in this.
I am seeing. Can I go now?
Do what you want.
Yay!
But tell them you're doing this on your volition and none of ours.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
He is just gonna get one of his asses kicked.
How many asses has he got?
I meant like the fluffy buns. Anyway, sorry.
You're thinking about Cal's fluffy buns too much.
I don't want to shut up. This will be entertaining.
Sorry, my phone vibrated and it scared me.
Hey, turn that off. We're about to watch something.
The movie's about to start.
One of the kind of team members, I guess you could say, walks over to Oglai and begins discussing some things. And I'll say anyone with a passive perception above 12 can easily see that a couple of times during the conversation they kind of point and gesture to each one of you at some point. And you just see Oglai kind of shrug and
Detect thoughts when they're pointing.
you are out of range.
Damn it.
And they kind of just shrug, and she unravels the kind of blanket, which is basically just like a fur, and inside there's some kind of like fluffy thing that looks like a very large dead rabbit or something. You're not sure if this distance, and just hands it to the player and kind of gives him a smack in the butt and says, we'll just shoos him off.
As soon as someone points at me, I stare at Cal, wherever he is right now.
Cal's trying to make his way over to where people are warming up.
I get very small in my seat.
Yeah, there's some male and female players on both sides, and it looks like it's kind of uneven teams right now. But the guy with the ball that just got done talking with Oglai is now somewhere in the middle talking with someone from the other side. They seem to be chatting in the center, and then you've got people just kind of finishing up their warm-ups or pairing up with a partner, doing some group stretching. Where would you like to go? You got the north team. You got the north team and the south team, and then you got the two people individuals in the front, kind of chatting. It seems like there's some sort of team captains, and then you've got Oglai, the leader, kind of near the steps, and then anyone in the stands.
I want to talk to Oglai.
Okay, so you go jog across the arena. Takes a little while to get across there. Probably about 120 feet to get across there to go talk to her. A brisk jog. Oglai just greets you in the morning with a traditional greeting that you can't understand, but Vanvalor would know is them just saying glory and strength. Something like Uktaksfut. The accent is all wrong, but it's okay. What are you doing over here in the arena?
Hi, Oglai. I was wondering if I could participate in your festivities.
Well, you are honored guests here as far as we're concerned, but if you would like to do that, you'd best talk with those competing today. And she gestures to the center of the field where the two people are conversing. It seems that they were asking me about something earlier, if you guys were interested to challenge the reigning champions, or if you just wanted to do a casual game this morning and then play a little bit more later on. Normally we just do a game in the morning for the adults and a game in the afternoon for the children, but I'm sure if you could convince someone otherwise, you could play 2 times. Or
I'm very
whatever.
interested. I'm going to try and convince my compatriots. I will return. Okay, bye, thanks.
Right.
Cal chugs off. Back to Goldie.
I nudged to Vanvalor. anything happens to him, we split his stuff, right?
Oh, for sure.
You asshole.
By the time Cal gets back, you see the two in the middle get increasingly more confused, and then the group members that seem to have finished their warm-ups kind of start gathering towards the center. And if you were to guesstimate, there's probably about 6 or 7 team members on one side and maybe 4 on the other. Some of them are a little older on the team that has more players, and then some of the younger ones are on the other side to kind of balance things out. But they're all about the same size, at least in fitness level, so you're not quite sure who's going to be favored in this situation, but they seem to be gathering around in a circle talking about what to do next.
So Cal comes back. Goldy, Vanvalor, guess what? Crooked Face said that we can join in and we can play with the game.
Oh my god, that's great. What's this we business?
Well, she said it has to be multiple of us because we have to make up a team. So I figured you'd definitely want to get involved in that because you're quite buff and strong and all that.
Did you learn the rules?
Yeah. I mean, I will.
So
this
isn't a battle to the death or anything. You've cleared all of the normal precautions we have before we participate in a game we know nothing about.
Look, you're
We're not gonna get eaten, killed.
It's no issue, okay? It's going to be fine.
So no, the answer is no.
It doesn't matter what the answer is. We're here to have fun, are we not?
That means relaxing.
Yes,
Ow.
this is relaxing.
Chalcedony, one day. I wanted one day where my life wasn't on the line. Why is that?
Don't worry. We're not good. Listen, okay, we can take them,
my
right?
God.
They are not. They've. Listen, we can take them, all right? We've taken down a dragon. We've taken down.
We're not gonna take them down. God.
Yes.
When I say take them down, I mean euphemistically take them down. Not.
We know
literally
exactly
take-
what you mean when you say take
We're
them
not doing
down.
that take down either.
I wasn't talking about
Please,
that.
nobody listen to him.
Too, but
Please,
later.
God.
I mean, if you want to join in.
Where's that kid who really wanted to deck you? What?
So, what? How, what? What do you mean someone wanted to deck
Never
me?
mind. Okay, look. Oh my god.
Is deck a euphemism?
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to get involved?
Devii gives you a look like, are you kidding me?
Vanvalor gives you the exact same look as
That's
both
a
of them
yes
are made
from
of nothing.
Vanvalor and a yes from Devii. That's 3 yeses over here.
Yeah, no, do I look like somebody who can play a sport?
Yeah.
I was spending
No.
all of my free time prestidigitating my fingers to not
There was
feel the
a-
arthritis pain.
Well, I wasn't
Say
even going to bother
report
asking you, but
question.
do you want to?
Just kidding.
How many people do you need?
Nah, fuck it, I'll do it. It's fine.
3?
Maybe consider it.
3? Then I'm
A
out.
little frail.
You
Right,
just see
including you.
Velen lean back and touch one of the elderly men behind her on the thigh and say, "Care for a gamble?"
Why? Oh my god.
Wait. 3 in total or 3 excluding yourself?
Wait, hold up.
It'd
And
be you, Breker,
how-
and Van, right? But then you need Goldy, so it might as well be you, Goldy, and
Oh my god, fine,
Well,
I'll do it.
I think 3 including me because one team is short a couple of people, I believe. But I need to speak to the captains. I decided to ask you first rather than speak to the captains before I got your agreement.
Dan, you want to talk to one of the captains and figure out what we're volunteering for?
Yeah. Let's go.
I will
Vanvalor.
diligently sit on these stone cold steps and cheer you on.
Okay.
Hey, bro, we want to play. What's the rules?
You're gonna die.
You jog to the
casual
center
free
field,
battle?
Dan.
I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really know. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, they're
I'm
like,
so tired.
yeah, we were wondering if you were wanting to come play with us. If you don't want to know the rules and you don't want to play without knowing them, you could just watch us play a couple of rounds and then you can jump in. Or later this afternoon, we could do Full tilt, no rules, no harm, no foul. You can just jump in if you want to.
No rules.
Wow.
You want to play. And you notice he has a very funny grin on his face when
Oh,
he
I guess
says
Cal
that.
can't understand this, can I?
Oh god, this is gonna hurt, isn't it?
If you're on the losing team, perhaps, or if you're on the winning team and you're the weakest link, he smiles more.
Shiver comes down my spine.
It's like playing a snowball fight for the first time and you don't know the rules. Am I right?
Yeah.
Well,
I guess we'll watch a couple rounds. That's what we'll do. We'll try and see what's going on.
huh? What's going on, Van? What's going
I
on?
walk back and I'm like, I don't know if there are rules, honestly. So we'll just watch them and see if we can't figure it out.
You
Oh,
guys hear
well, you could just ask them to
a
tell us.
super high-pitched whistle just blow from Ogilvy in the back end, and she says, "May the last one's horns break. Let's go." And
Do they have horns?
all of the 7 on one side and 1 on the other seem to have split up to what they believe is an even 6 on 6. And immediately when she blows the whistle, they all jump, except for 2 of them on each team seem to go to the back as bench players, and 4 players on each team jump on each of the pillars. And 1 ball is thrown into the center of the air at the whistle blown, and 2 of them begin fighting over it at the center of the field. After another whistle is blown, they can jump on the pillars to get to the middle area where the ball is thrown. Now that Vanvalor's gotten closer to it and has seen it when he went to the center, it is what looks to be a stuffed goat hide ball. It's got some fur on the outsides for grip more than anything, just something that you can grab. But it doesn't seem like it's very consistent with the fur. It's more of like something patchy. So that the snow collects off of the hide. There is about a dozen or more elevated platforms on each side. They seem to be mixed with pillars or tree stumps, and rocks, anything that they can stand on, and their pattern is completely random. They kind of seem to be passing the ball back and forth as you guys observe. But there is only the 1 ball, and occasionally you'll see one team that holds the ball will essentially hold the ball between 2 of them, while the other 2 kind of sprint ahead and hop on the pillars towards the other side and surround the enemy team. And the team that does not have possession of the ball puts their hands up by their temples and puts 2 fingers up in the air like this. And they have to jump without using their hands on the pillars, while the others with the ball can have their hands free.
Sounds mental.
And
Okay,
then
that's
when 2 of the players corner one of them where there's no more pillars left, you just hear them screaming some kind of like, almost like football club chant, with something like along the lines of, "Ba ba black sheep, blow him down." And then you just hear them like go, "Woo, woo, 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 woo," boom, and they say boom when they throw the ball, and the ball impacts one of them in the chest and flies outside all the way down the hill. Like, it gets launched after getting hit with a ball, and there's a significant amount of stoppage time where the player comes back up bruised and battered from falling down the shorter mountain into a snowdrift and brings the ball
Where's
back.
The ball boy?
He is the ball, so he comes up with the ball, and then they begin play again. And this rinse and repeats, kind of like basically dodgeball with some extra seemingly odd rules. But you watch this go out, and the crowd is loving it. And after a little while, you see that some of them have come out with what looks to be icicles covered in snow, and there is some pieces of fruit stuck to it, like frozen berries or something that is stuck to the thing, similar to what you would say is like a healthy snack, like a snow cone in the middle of winter with some fruit on it or something like that. But it's a good time, and the round lasts for a little while, and then the teams that lose end up starting with the ball the next time instead of it being a neutral ball at the beginning. And this rinse and repeats for a couple of rounds, and It doesn't take very long. And then you see right before restart, one of the team members goes up to Team Ogilai and points to the stands. And all of the players look at you.
Who's you? Us? All of us?
Breker stands up and stretches. It's our time to shine, boys.
Oh,
So
good.
suddenly you want to play? Just a minute ago, you was.
He was the one who asked originally.
I was the first person who wanted to play.
Go get him, Tiger.
Okay, let's go.
Rawr.
Devii, you're on my team.
Next to you.
I'm not playing.
No,
Stop
Devi's.
dragging me out there.
Not with that
Devi's in here.
attitude, you're not. Please correct.
I would let
Wait, what?
if you guys would like to infer anything that you may want to learn from the game's unspoken rules, you can roll for it, but you have to tell me what
I'm gonna
skill
roll
you're
for it.
using and what you want to know.
What do you mean?
I'm rolling. Oh fuck, my character
yeah,
sheet's not open.
what am I rolling
The
for?
pillars.
Can I roll for inference?
You have to tell me what you're rolling for and what you're looking for.
I would like to know how much contact is involved in this sport.
Well, someone did get knocked off a pillar.
What would
with
you
a
like to
ball.
roll to do that, Chalcedony, and make sure it matches?
So I know what I'm rolling.
Rob, how tall are the pillars?
The pillars themselves are...
What would I roll? I don't even know.
I'm going to say, I think they're about 10 feet off the ground.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
So just falling off a pillar is
I'm gonna roll
hard.
survival.
Not
Perception.
great.
You're going to roll survival? What are you trying to...
No, I'm.
You trying to
No,
gather?
it was a joke. It was a joke about surviving.
Gotcha.
Probably just insight, I guess.
Okay,
10
that
feet,
works.
I might be okay with that.
Oh wait, what am I doing over here?
I'm gonna roll
There's no charisma
perception.
noticing things, so that's
Gotta think a little bit outside of the box if you want to roll something that's maybe not as allowed in what you're trying to do. You might be able to get information
Ooh,
different ways.
Can I roll acrobatics?
Oh, can I roll persuasion?
Well, one person at a time, Van.
Persuasion.
What are you trying to roll, and what are you trying to do?
You shush your mouth, Goldy.
Acrobatics to infer the rules of the acrobatic game.
Okay, so I'll say you can roll acrobatics to observe how they're moving. How's that? Specifics. If there's any acrobatic displays on the field.
I'll probably just roll insight. There we go.
Okay.
Perfect. 10. That's beautiful.
Yeah, you guessed that the teams are probably not fair on purpose
Yeah.
with that roll. That's about it.
Okay. Well.
Okay, who's next? Cal said he wanted to roll something.
Yeah, Cal wants to roll persuasion to know if that he can take down the other team with tackling moves and
Who are you
headbutting.
persuading?
The captain of my team.
Who's that?
I don't know.
And I don't think you can persuade anyone if you don't know who it is.
Well, look, okay. You did point them out earlier, but I don't know their names. I don't know their names. You didn't say what their names were.
But they're not your captain.
Are they not the captain of the two teams? Are they not captains of the two teams?
There's a captain of their teams, but not of your team. You said your team.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
I-
team isn't- no, she meant like she's joining it. One of those.
Well,
teams,
hang on.
and that
Is it
wasn't
a
her team.
3 versus 3 teams or 2 versus 2? I'm confused.
6 versus 6.
So it's 2 teams.
Yeah, but the general consensus is that you only need 4 to play. If you
So
want to
we're
pitch
not
some
joining
alternative
that?
rules and also all everyone wants to play, then you can try.
No, you're not trying to do alternative rules. She's not under. I'm in the same boat as her. It sounds like there was an opening in one of the teams, and she wanted to join that.
What the
we making our
captain
own team?
told Van was that you are welcome to play, but there was no consensus on what that meant. Like if you were joining a team, if you were going to be your own team, like there was no consensus, there was no decisions, there was no discussion. So
Okay.
whatever you guys need to do, you have to decide that. And I gave you an option while you were watching if you wanted to do a skill check to figure anything out, I would allow it.
Well, the thing is that Breker just stood up and said, "Right, come on, boys, let's go." So I figured we were playing now.
That's what he seems to think. Yes.
I would like to roll prestidigitation to keep my seat warm.
That's fine. You and Velen are kind of doing the same thing most of the time. Just trying to stay warm. Except she's going to be trying to gamble some pocket change with them. Or at least favors in this case. Trying to get her back rubbed later today.
Okay, well...
Basically exchanging a massage for a winner.
Persuade our team to, you know, maybe like, maybe we're gonna bend the rules a little bit. Maybe we're gonna be a bit rough.
You know, I'm gonna get up, start walking towards you, and go, no, why? Why do I have to do this? I can't
you
get
don't.
you rest.
Let me roll. I want to
Because
persuade.
if you don't, then I'm going to be dragged out there against my
Let me roll persuasion on Goldy.
No, you
That's
cannot
what
roll
I'm gonna-
persuasion on another player.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna
I
sit
will not let
right
someone's
back
agency
down.
be removed by your dice roll.
I'm gonna sit right back down. Now that I have 2, 2, 3
That's exactly what would
seats.
happen.
Goldie, if you don't play, I will forever be enshrined as the stronger of the two of us.
I'm
That
okay
sounds
with
like a
that.
challenge. Coward?
I have literally.
little baby over
You hear a couple of the teenagers go,
You're a little
"Ooh."
baby.
Y'all
What are
know
you, a
my
little
life.
baby?
You all know
What
my
are you?
life story.
Is
My
that what they're
pride
saying?
has gotten a lot of people killed. You really think I'm gonna go back? I'm doing. No, I'm not. I'm okay.
Come on, man.
You are.
Vanvalor, you hear one of the
Goldie, remember
like
when
the
we threw
grade
those
school.
rocks and yours went further? Well,
Look,
my rock's going further this time, and you're not even throwing.
You hear
Look,
one
they
of the
have to do
grade
this
school
stupid
girls
thing.
call him essentially like, is that guy a wallflower? He's so big.
No, I'm going to cap Goldie
Basically
on this
calling
one to
Goldie a
Goldie.
pansy in Goliath, or in Giant, but he can't hear them.
No,
Okay,
I
but
think,
Vanvalor knows.
Yeah, because he can hear it.
Motivate the crowd to be like, get this guy to come and play. Like,
Yeah.
Look
What do you
at
want to
how
roll? You want
he
to
is.
persuasion?
When has that ever helped?
I'll help.
In any real life situation.
Sure. Roll persuasion on the crowd.
a 20
With advantage.
24?
Ah.
Jesus.
You see some of them start taking their spears out, and they wrap some of the animal skins and tie it off on the spears so that they're not sharp, and they start poking Goldie. Come on, tough guy. You gonna go in there? Or you gonna sit in your ass like the rest of them?
Devii.
Some barbarian you are. Look at all these Goliaths going out there with a ball. Ha! They're a joke.
Devii!
Hi.
Devii taps Goldie on the shoulder and says, Goldie, do you have the balls to play goat ball?
Now, am I not allowed to chill? Why is it? What is this thing?
As he says,
you're gonna
chill,
regret it.
Blackie does the little static shock thing on his neck.
Balls.
Let me help you.
I-
They're all doors. Just imagine them all.
I will do it under. I'll do it under one condition.
They're all doors.
You're never
They're all doors. Hopping around. You can
Every one of
destroy
them is somebody that you can kick.
I will do it under one condition. At any point of our entire journey or after, if I say we should do something, we will do it without question. What
I
say
don't agree
you?
to this.
you get
Nope.
one free
I mean-
breaker favor.
I'm always up for anything, Goldie. You know that.
I don't agree to unspecified terms.
Oh,
Devii
you?
agrees.
Oh, you
What?
don't?
No.
Oh, you don't? Here's the thing. All of you have to agree to this. And now I do a persuasion check on the
Oh
crowd.
my gosh, I will go in your place.
No,
Please
no, I'm
take
doing it.
me.
No, you
I
can't.
rolled 21.
You hear some of the girls in the back are like, woo, the girl's gonna play, let's go! Woo!
You seriously don't want me to play, but
No, I'm not asking you to play. I'm simply asking you in the future, if I want to do something, no matter how much you guys are like objective about, like, no, I want to do it. You do it.
Hell no.
More of this. Can I push Goldy back to his chair and pull Devii up instead?
You just like do a little curtsy bow and like hand down to Devii to help her up.
I mean,
put my hand on your.
No, I'm kidding. He didn't say he was doing that.
That doesn't mean
All
everyone
right,
is gonna
tell you what, Devii, whatever, fine. But the rest of you have agreed. Fine, I'll go.
Flexible.
And I look back at Devii.
I got balls.
You have nothing. You're sitting there.
No, I wasn't. I was standing up to go.
It's a party of 6.
Then
Two
come
people
on
sat
then.
on the bench.
All right, wait.
Devi's doing her job already.
I'll be on the bench. You guys have fun.
Can
I'm
I
too old
go
for
to
this.
Devii the second I heard that? Just go grab a hand. Like, what was that? What was that? You said you could go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Let's go.
Okay. She's coming
So
with
you-
me.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna like twist her arm or something.
No. I
Just
simply,
Smack her right in the face.
I've just
You-
grabbed
you-
a hand
Her
to see
over.
what you would say. And you
Oh.
want to go? Let's go.
I am coming and I am about to die.
Oh yeah, Devi's fine.
That's fine. I'm sure there's other sailor healers who can do tattoos out there.
Devi, I'm gonna take the other team down, so don't worry.
I am poking Breker in his cheeks several times because I can't believe you've done this.
Aye, watch it.
Sorry, I can't believe you've done this.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
Who are you poking?
Oh, chef.
Oh.
Breker. Because it's like this is your fault, not Chalcedony. You.
I'm sorry that I've signed that we were invited to play in a recreational sport that required 6 people, that obviously required feats of strength, and I immediately reached out to my best friend, the strongest person I know, and you know what he said to me? He said he was too cold to play.
Best friend, huh?
That's
All right.
not fair.
Yeah,
that's so not
how it
fair.
is.
You can't
Alright.
use that card. That is so not fair. What is wrong? And what about these guys?
Wait, has everyone established that they have a
I
better-
just
My
go
best
back.
and strongest friend, Goldie.
As you guys
back
walk
in
down
with Devii.
bickering towards the
What'd you
arena.
say, Mesh? I didn't hear
I-
you, Mesh.
I sit with Devii in the benches, like, yep.
Oh, I'm actually
Wow,
up there with them. I'm not sitting anymore. They're dragging me.
No, I'm there. I was there with you, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming you're the one who's gonna be in the bench.
Wait.
So there's
Oh,
4
I
people.
see.
There's 4 people playing, right? There's gonna be 2 on the bench.
No, there are
No,
6
there's
of
6
us
people.
playing. All
No.
of us are playing.
No.
It's 6
Oh,
on
and
6, but it's
The
4
reason
playing,
why
2
they're-
bench.
4 at a time.
Yeah,
4 at a time.
no, 6 at a time. The reason why there were 4 on the bench the previous time is because the teams were uneven, right? Are we wrong, Rob?
Let's
You
let's
didn't
do
roll
a
for
roll
it, so you don't
that.
know.
Okay,
Yeah,
why don't we
yeah.
just see
There
how
was-
many people are
was
on
4 on one
there
side,
for the
1 on the
opposite
other.
team?
Yeah, I think
But-
it's
They
4 on
evened
4.
out.
If it is 4 on 4, then I'll definitely sit next to you on the bench.
All right, so as you guys walk down the arena stair steps on the bleachers, you hear hooping and hollering, but Van and Goldy can see that there is one figure that you recognize as your companion that you rescued, and the medic that Devii met the previous day are walking down the other side of the arena down the stairs as well. And
Oh,
there
the
are some
owl is late
people
already.
that had gotten knocked off of their pedestals from one team are high-fiving them on the way up the arena to go sit down into the bleachers.
Oh shit.
In slow motion.
At least that motherfucker can't fly yet. That would be cheating.
As you get to the center and are joined with those two, you see a smirking Oglai coming to the center as an official just watching. And there are at least, I think, there are probably the people that are still left. There was a couple people that left to go back to the bleachers when you got there. But the 2 captains are there. The 2 people from the bleachers are there. And there's probably another 4-ish members just kind of standing around a half circle in the center of the arena with the goat ball in Oglai's hand, waiting for you to come. And as you arrive, they say, can we help you? And all of them are smiling.
Have we all,
wanted
are we
us
all
to play
there?
this little ragtag group. We're gonna.
I don't know who put you in charge, Breker, but okay, yeah, we want to play.
Rob, I'm gonna roll. This would be, I don't know what, history maybe. I want to roll history to figure out that when you get cornered and a ball is thrown at you, what happens when you catch it instead of getting knocked off? Can you do that? Is that a thing?
Are you rolling history as in like recent history from watching the previous event?
Yeah, I'm guessing like that.
Or
That
you
works.
okay. Sure. All out.
Yeah.
Be a higher DC, but sure. Also, Dally, thanks for gifting a sub.
Can we use animals?
I don't know.
14.
14. You would guess that there's probably some significance with cornering somebody, but it might just be strategic. As far as catching it, you didn't see anyone that was able to in the previous game with a 14, at least not to your recollection.
Okay.
So I don't know all the rules or anything, but you're not gonna catch me putting the fingers on my head. Not gonna do that. Saying that right
Are
now.
you gonna shove them up your ass or something? Yeah, I think they
Well,
gotta
that's
go on
just
your
not
head. I don't know.
sportsmanlike, little lady.
I'm not
Hear
doing
one
it
of the
because
ladies
I already
say.
have horns, and it's redundant if I do that.
No, just hold your horns.
Oh,
The whole point is your hands are not available. So
my hands need to be available.
One
I'll
of
just
the
put my hands up
one of the
like
members
this.
says, you know, we haven't ever had somebody with horns playing goat ball before. That's a good point.
You never had a goat playing goat ball.
I'm not a goat.
They-
Who's
a couple of them
You're a
decide on
I'm
what they
being
think is
salty.
right.
I'm sorry, that was rude.
And Oglai says, well, Mr. Chalcedony, why don't you just have to put your hands behind your back when you're on defense? It's only fair.
goat. Okay.
Can I do that too?
No.
No.
Can I
What do
try
I
to
have to do?
That's cultural appropriation, Miss Devii, and I don't approve of that. You see Oglai's just grinning.
If I put horns on top of my head, that's not cultural appropriation?
Yeah, because you don't have horns.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you do disguise self, but only put horns on your head?
Yeah.
They've never used magic in a game, so you don't know.
Okay, well then.
Can I persuade Oglai? Like, what are some hidden rules here that'll give us a prayer here? Like, we're gonna get creamed without some advice here. You gotta help us out.
She'll lean over to you without anything because you get a freebie as being somebody that rescued their friend. She whispers to you and says, if you want the rules to be a little loose, you should pitch some yourself. I think you have more members than 4. Maybe up in the ante with your numbers might be not a bad idea.
Well, we got a 75-year-old old lady here. She can't.
No, she's not playing.
She's over in the stands.
Okay.
She has not left. She just like waves.
Alright. What's the rules about animals? Can we have them on our team? Can we ride them?
You're not referring to your... She like points to Chalcedony. You're not referring to...
No. No. Like,
Sorry, I don't know
What are you
your...
talking about? You can't ride them. You can't have one of your animals out on these pillars.
Gold, if you want to
I'm
ride
just-
me, you only need to ask.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like, as an extra team member that's just there for some reasons.
Is magic okay, or is this all physical?
Actually, yeah, that's a fair question.
I'd say it's probably not fair, but it depends on how dirty you're willing to play. Might depend on how dirty the other team might play. So I'd say if you want to use magic, sure, but they might do something crafty on the other side. And you just see like the other Goliaths start cracking their knuckles.
Can we ask them if magic is okay instead of just asking you?
We can hear you.
Is it okay?
Is magic okay? I still shout. Is magic okay?
Devii has like this. What is it? The anime thing where you got like the vein going.
One of the ladies is like chewing on some, maybe like chewing tobacco. She's like, well, don't really have a lot of experience seeing it, so if it's making it a little bit hard for us to deal with, then we might make it a little hard for you to deal with something else. But y'all don't really know how to play, so I figure at least the first round you need a little beginner's luck. Why not?
Cool.
In that case, Devii snaps her fingers and a copy of herself does like the big thing behind her with the wings, and it has horns so that she doesn't have to do it.
And
Horns on her head.
Yeah, all right.
oh, well,
I did the summon shadow spawn at 3rd level. Just so you
No,
know.
wait, she's on our team. It is fair.
I am on your team, yes.
So what's our numbers gonna look like here? Are we doing 4s? We doing 6s with subs? Are we doing no subs? What are we doing?
6s and subs.
Do we have 6 people? I don't think we have 6 people. What are numbers?
6s with subs.
2, 3.
How many subs you guys want to play?
We do have 6.
Mesh, you want to be in or do you want to be out? You're muted, but you
I can be in or out either way. I could be sub.
you got
I could
some
be a sub.
fancy little feet. I think you'd be helpful out there.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Can we do 5 in, 1 sub?
Sounds good. Please select your sub.
I'll point at Devii over on the bench.
no, we need her. And also,
She's
just
the
in
sub.
case.
She's on the team. She just
I'm a sub. I can be a sub. And she sits down with the giant shadow spawn, sitting like standing next to her.
You're just sitting in the
So-
middle of the arena, like not on the pillars, right?
We can.
No, I
use
went to the bench.
magic.
There's no bench. They just stood off to
Oh.
the side, yeah.
Oh yeah, then I'll stand off to the
Okay.
side.
So we can
Okay.
use magic.
Oh god.
Good.
Wait,
This
wait, I
counts
gather my
as magic. As
I
far
gather
as
my
they
team
know.
together and I'm like, team, we got this. We're gonna be the best team that ever teamed in your whole fucking life. I want to give everyone bardic inspiration.
Amazing.
I love that.
Amazing.
That's so
Sure, yeah, I'm
cool.
gonna allow it. That's great.
That's all my bardic inspiration, so it's
Incredible.
Debbie's turn next
I will
time.
let you keep one as a result, because
I'm
that's
very
great.
inspiring.
It's so fun.
Remember, they're giants, so please, we're probably gonna die, but it'll
Goliaths,
be fun.
but not giants, yeah.
can I hey guys.
Well, they're not giants, but they're
I got a pep
giant.
talk too. Tier strength is with us, and I'll bless us.
Uh-huh. For sure.
For the next minute. You burn in a second level spell for bless.
How
Yeah.
long is it?
You got a minute.
I do
Break.
have something to say. Wait, I do have something to say. Magic is valid, and boom, motherfuckers, and holy shit.
What did you just say?
What? You're talking so fast.
Magic is valid, and I just throw out 3 things, and it's an 887.
Oh, awesome. Okay, you said boom, motherfuckers. That's what you said. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's-
All right.
it's-
I don't care. It's magic, and if I need to do some sort of persuasion, I shall. But bleh.
The
So hang on,
animals
it's
that
like a
you
dog
summon,
kind of fucking-
the Ogolai will ask Devii quietly to please escort off of the play area.
No, I got.
Didn't she say we could have
Who
them?
else? And
No,
That's
she did
magic.
not. did not
he
even
can
really
have,
ask.
If I can have this guy, can't he have the?
Yeah, they're magic.
What's allowed? They're
Any of
magic.
your
not
creatures
active
that cannot
animals.
hold a ball are not able to play.
Does the
Wolf,
count?
grab that ball.
They they got no arms.
Can I let you like?
No, that seems a little rude.
Grab the ball.
Your arms is.
I have also shared the goat ball picture with you in various chat channels if you'd like to see it.
Various chat channels. Can you be more specific?
Oh, in the Pogo D&D.
Pogo D&D and in Roll20.
Oh, it's not that tall. I thought it was like 10 feet tall things.
It is. The Goliaths are very tall.
Okay.
Ah
I
man.
think they're doing this completely dumb.
Wait, now hold on a second. Each one of my animals are competent creatures of magic, and they can all hold a ball.
Let's just get going because we're running out of time for the fucking
Technically,
stuff.
they can in their mouths.
Then I get the animal out of here.
I think you guys are gonna lose.
You gotta
the
give him a chance, otherwise this is just magical animal something or other.
You really like pushing your luck with these animals, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's see if any of them dumbasses can hunker up on those tall pillars. Let's see. You need to give me an acrobatics check with all of your animals, and if they fail, they will not be allowed to play.
Is that 1 or 3?
How many animals are you trying to play?
3.
Then you need to roll 1 for each animal.
Okay. Can I do it all at once? No, I can't, I think. Okay. Just 1. That was for the wolf. That's an 8.
No.
That's 11 for one of the one of the great elks.
That'll work.
And 15.
That'll work. The 2 elks work, and the wolf is escorted off.
Rob, correction. He's rolling his own athletics instead of the animal.
Is it? Because
oh god, I am.
Well, if that's the case, then all 3 would fail.
Yeah.
Oh no, you did, yes.
Sorry, we're going a mile a minute. Let me do if you don't mind. I'm sure to go.
We can see the numbers, so it's 4, 8, and 1. So either way.
What is the elk's strength? Or dexterity, sorry.
The dexterity is 16 plus 3.
Okay, so you get 1 elk up there.
Keeping in his horns.
Or would you get 2? What is it, Mash? What's quick math? Plus 3?
11 on 1. 11 is the highest he got.
Did he get it once
15.
or twice?
15 was highest I got.
Manjit, the 8 plus 7.
I know.
Doesn't count.
I know. I'm just trying to get in the game.
So then the animals are escorted off, and the members say, well, you got to choose who's going to be on the bench then, because you agreed to 6s with 1 on the bench. So now you got 2 bench players, and we got 1 bench player, but it doesn't really matter because your bench players are made out of fur. So you figure it out, and we'll play ball in 1 minute.
I will go out. I already got my copy.
Fine. Whatever.
Which, by the way, this thing is like very smoky and foreboding.
Yeah, it's just like this super scary thing that's like all of the Goliaths are kind of like...
It's very skeletal with black wings, but then she's added horns. So that she doesn't have to do the horn thing.
So you guys kind of get ready and get to your pillars and are able to kind of get up there. As you get ready to begin, if there's anything particular that you would like to do, you can let me know. But what we will do is I would like you all to roll athletics for now.
Can I use my tiers athletics thing?
Is that gives you the bonus for athletics for like 10 minutes or something?
I think it's advantage on 1 athletics check.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cheapest.
What was it again? Athletics?
I rolled a 2 for a total of 2.
Well, you're not on the field, Cari.
I am on the field.
You're a sub.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I just said I was Huh? They said that.
So, Cari, there are 6 players.
Yeah.
And they said that 1 of them is going to be a sub.
Right, and then I just said I will go out in the field since I already have my copy.
I understand that, but Goldy decided to summon a creature, and so you are no longer able to play because he put a creature on the pillar first.
Oh, okay.
So there are now 7 players on your team, and 2 need to sit out.
I didn't realize they counted as a separate player from him.
Because they were my magic player. Okay.
Okay.
You got your wish.
Yeah, you can just sit down with the dire wolf and the other elk, the giant elk on the sidelines, just like.
So there is a great elk on top.
One of them, yeah. It's taking Devi's place essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So
I rolled a 2 plus 5.
2 plus 5. Okay.
We are struggling.
Van, what'd you get?
What are we rolling? Sorry.
Athletics.
Well, I don't know if lessons or.
Yeah, I don't want to use it yet because.
Can it be acrobatics? Is it all athletics?
How much is
we
blessed?
we have bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Can I burn that on this
Yeah,
check
bardic
too?
inspiration.
Up to you.
No, I did right. Okay.
How much is blessed, by the way?
D4 every time you roll.
D4.
But it only
D4.
lasts for a
Can we-
minute. So
Can we use
Yeah,
it on
just
this?
you.
Can I use bless on this roll too, Rob?
Does bless dictate you can use it on ability checks?
No.
Then you cannot use it because this is an ability check.
Okay. Bardic inspiration works on ability checks.
Bardic inspiration works on
Works on
any
everything.
D20 roll.
What's the die?
8.
The D8.
So we're just trying to get on the pillar.
No, this is game is beginning.
I got a total of 15.
Okay.
Oh,
Perfect.
gosh. Ignore that.
My dice really love 7. I'm not sure why.
I got a
Whoa.
12.
Okay, and Van's total is?
8.
Okay, and Goldy? And Cal?
15.
15.
For athletics?
My total is 12.
Yes.
All right.
Athletics. Wait, hang on. Yes.
How did you get 101, Cal?
Yeah.
Listen, I changed my dice to. I bought these dice ages ago. I changed it, and I forgot to. I was wanting to see what they look like, and you can do it to self, and I forgot to hit to self, and it rolled
Oh,
to
okay.
everyone. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Rob, she has a 101% chance of winning. Excellent.
Mesh, what
Oh,
did you
can
get
take that
again?
number if you want, Rob. It's okay.
Mesh,
Me?
what did you get again?
12 is total now. With bardic inspiration.
And okay, so and then what did you get, Breker? What was your roll again?
15.
Oh right, sorry. So we had 3 15s, a 12. Van, what was your roll? Total for athletics?
8, maybe? What, 8?
Okay.
Probably.
Okay. So
Something
believe
like
it or
that,
not,
maybe?
Mesh and finds somebody of equivalent strength, and actually they cross paths and are unable to kind of go beyond to get to the ball on their first sprint ahead. Breker also finds somebody that matches his strength 1 for 1, and Vanvalor ends up eating shit as one of them, instead of going for hands, actually makes the hort things and like gores you with your fingers and knocks you off a pillar. You can still get back on, but it'll be a detriment to the point that you can't get to the ball. And between Goldy and Cal sprinting ahead really, really quickly, the other two are able to skip pillars and pick up the ball. And so you are now on the defense. I would like you all to roll acrobatics as you try to get away.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no.
Good. That's my good.
Okay.
What? And did I get a 7?
Oh no.
Well, no, my total's 15. Don't worry, because I got a +8 on that.
Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ.
should I
Good
also
God.
check it out?
Does Blackie get me advantage
Fucking
in
kill
these
me.
like
How
one-to-one
would he help
phase?
you?
Oh,
Like-
it's not going well for you.
Okay.
Distracting
Oh.
or something, you know?
How would he
No?
help you?
So that-
How would a small
like
creature
in the
help you here?
one-to-one in the one-to-one face-off moments, he would jump on their pillar and walk around.
Tell you what, I'll give you a D4 for Blackie. How's that?
A D4.
So you can add a D4 to your checks for Blackie, okay?
All right.
Instead of advantage.
This would be defense or offense. Which moments are these?
So you guys do not have the ball currently, so I would like everyone to roll acrobatics to dodge.
Again?
What do I
Just
roll
for, no,
the-
just
we
for
already
once.
doing it.
Yeah.
We're
So-
doing it.
What do I
And
roll?
whoever
for
rolls the
outcome?
lowest, I'll have you pick a color, and I'm gonna roll a bunch of dice, and it'll be whatever that I'll roll that dice for if they can hit you or not.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Can I use Shield of Faith?
I guess so.
I
have-
have a question.
Yes, Cari.
Can I
Trying to do something shady from the bench?
cast something? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see it.
I just are they within I'm looking at Mesh. Is Mesh is Mesh within 30 feet of me?
No, but if you run, he could be.
I'm my total is 23, by the way, for the acrobatics.
Okay, never. What about because I'm like looking at Mesh and I'm looking at Vanvalor.
Breker is very much struggling on the back foot. Of
No, I got
kind
back up. I got
Okay.
back up.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, if I see Breker struggling, I would like. Is he within 30 feet of me? I'm on the sidelines.
I'm gonna say if you want to help anyone, you're gonna have to get like moving into the arena somewhere, but you don't know the rules, so it's a risk.
Oh, okay. I wanted to do that from the side continue for now. I was gonna cast Sanctuary, but they have to be within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just because he rolled so low. Yeah, but it's not a bad idea. But if you want to risk it, Cari, you want to go in there. You're not sure.
I want it to be like stealthy, like from the side.
You want to roll stealth before you try?
No, I don't want to move forward. I was saying I wanted to
okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goldy and Cal, what'd you roll in your acrobatics?
15.
Okay.
6.
Oh, was it? Hang on. Was it 15? What did I roll? No, sorry, not 15.
Sorry, 8. My bad.
Okay.
I'm looking at Vanvalor.
Sorry, no, I did roll 15. 15.
8 for me.
And Van, what was yours?
15.
Nice. Okay.
Inspiration.
All right, I'm gonna roll 2 dice. Okay. Yes. So, Breker, you get pelted as you hold your horns up and almost fall off your thing. You move your horns out almost like field goal posts, and these two are able to bound around you so quickly that they throw the ball through your arms like goalposts before the one behind you jumps over you and throws the ball down on you and pelts you into the ground as you fall down. The ball bounces back up, and they use the horns to head it to their friend, who then takes the go ball and pelts Goldy, and you are both out. The combo play. However, they rolled low enough that the ball is now a neutral play, and what would you all like to do as a result?
I rolled a 23 on my acrobatics, so I'm good rushing for that.
Okay. So now that the ball is in neutral play, you can choose what you want to do.
Never mind. I'm gonna save that for the next round, but I had an idea. So.
Okay. Now I'm administering this in a sense that I have like a general consensus of stuff that I can ask you to do, but if you want to be crafty, then we're gonna start bending some rules. Okay?
I have some crafting.
It's for the next round.
Okay.
I have some crafting.
Now I'm gonna say, just as a result of this, because it's fair and Mesh rolled super freaking high, he's gonna get the ball and scoop it up. So what are you guys doing as they begin to retreat?
I mean, I'm gonna go in. We're gonna chase him.
Okay.
Can my shadow spirit go out onto the field?
Yes, it can now because you are down 2 players.
Okay, I'm not going. It's just my shadow spirit.
Well, I think the impression that they got was that your shadow spirit was your proxy.
Okay.
So you're not actually participating in it, but you'll have to use the stat block of that thing.
Okay, and I want to make sure that it stays within 5 feet of the opposing team or as best it can, not to be within 5 feet of my team.
Okay, then you're gonna have to roll acrobatics, I'd say, or athletics. That's either or. Which is you check the dex or the strength of the thing and then pick one, Cari. Let's go to Chalcedony. Van, what are you guys doing?
Yes. I'm gonna.
Are you gonna use acrobatics to chase or athletics to try to strike? Those are the 2 options. Or if you have another idea, then we can try something else.
How far away am I from the nearest player, roughly?
I mean, they're varying, like it changes, so that's kind of not.
Okay.
That doesn't really matter.
Well, what I mean is, would I have to run to them? They're not close enough for me to like.
Well, you're constantly ebbing and flowing. It's like a game of.
Okay. Well, I will chase then.
Okay, so you're gonna pursue with acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yeah.
Okay, Van.
Oh, hell yeah!
Do I need to roll into the turn order?
No. You just need to roll acrobatics or athletics, Cari.
It's acrobatics to like corner him.
Yeah, so you can get into a cornering position. If you want to roll athletics, you can hit them. Otherwise, if you want to like try to use something that you're proficient with, that's a different discussion. But you can try it.
It doesn't have acrobatics or athletics, so I just use the dex.
Animal handling to
So if you're
handle
using
the
Dex, it's
elven
acrobatics,
throne.
Cari. If you're using Strength, it's
Right.
athletics.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Because I know it doesn't have the
Right.
skills on it.
I have something funky to do once you guys have done your things.
Yeah, I'll probably just try and corner him real quick.
Okay, roll acrobatics. And
Oh my
Devii?
god, that's 20 total. Fuck
20,
yeah, find
nice.
Something, the first number over it,
And I got
10 on the
20.
dice.
You got
I got
20 as
23.
well?
I got 23.
Okay, Devii?
So me and Vanvalor are like gonna corner him.
Okay.
Does that include anything from Breker? Or is he?
They're out.
I'm out.
You're out. Oh, you're out. Okay.
Are we still on the floor, by the way?
So I will give you something here in a second, but I'll just gotta hang tight. So, okay.
Okay.
Devii, what were you doing?
Goldy,
What
your
was your roll?
elf's still in.
15.
Yeah, what
Okay,
is
and Mesh, what were you saying?
I'm gonna, so now that I have the ball, I'm gonna cast silent image, split up into two directions to like confuse where the ball is going. Message either Van or Cal, whoever is in like cornering somebody, and like keep pushing that way. I'm giving you the ball.
Sure.
Giving us the-
That's a bit of a stretch to do two things, but I'll say that the message could have been done when you picked up the ball, and then
Yeah.
you could have done the silent image as kind of your action. So why don't you give me an intelligence check instead of acrobatics? So just give me a roll plus your intelligence. This is strategy.
It's, I am gonna use my DM inspiration for that. I'm not taking a 3. Okay, much better. It's a 19 plus 1 on intelligence, so 20.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Goldy, your passive perception picks up while they're retreating. The people on the bench begin to bob and weave in the arena by the pillars with their hands on their head like some goats, and they are sprinting through underneath of the pillars as your team is pursuing. They are kind of running underneath of the pillars.
Okay, I'm not prone, am I?
No, you guys
Here?
are just down on the lower level.
Okay, but before I continue, what's the elk been doing on the pillar the entire time?
Nothing, because you didn't tell him to do anything.
Yeah, you
God
just...
damn it! Oh. All right, right.
Give,
Okay.
Aww.
First thing I see him and like, go get the ball and give it to someone else. Just like that's just a blatant just.
Goldy, we have the ball.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
All right.
What's happening?
Protect the one with the ball on our team.
It's still cool.
It's only 18 pounds.
Right.
These guys running around on the ground, they're the bench players.
Yeah, we can't tackle them. Can we?
Ooh, Cari's gonna do some super cool shit. Okay. All right, so
Can we-
Really? Let's go.
yeah.
Can I just straight tackle them?
Tackle who?
That's what I want to do.
Can I yell out to Ogilai? Can we tackle those guys?
One of the people.
You ask Ogilai that?
The pillars.
Yeah, I'm like yelling to Ogilai, like, yo, those two guys, can me and Goldy go and tackle them?
She gives you. She doesn't say anything. She just gives you a wink.
I put my horns on and I go and try to like charge them.
Okay. Okay.
I want
Okay.
to charge them, but with real horns.
I
So
I
time
do
out
that,
real quick.
but
Goldie, what are you doing?
I'm using charger, and I'm hoping to go straight into one that is at least 10 feet away from me. Hopefully, it'll just.
So are
toss
you and
him
Breker
away.
gonna try to clothesline this guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like double
Ladiato!
armbar him? Like two
Double
sides?
Ladiato!
All right.
Double carrier.
I love this idea. I'm gonna let both of you roll, and if either of you succeed, it works. But it has to be athletics.
What are we rolling?
Has to be athletics. But you can both roll, and
Okay.
it's basically like a roll with advantage. But I'm just letting you roll separately for it.
Goldy, save us.
14.
That's the DC. That'll work. Actually, you know
Does
what?
that mean it? What?
Tell you
it
what,
does work?
I will roll acrobatics, and if you beat theirs, then you do it. Sound good?
Oh God! All right.
Now, I'll give you a big hint. They have a +6 to athletics. Do you want to know what their bonus is to acrobatics? 0. I rolled a 2. All right. So here's what happens.
We got the enemy wavy lines behind us.
As the plan is executed to Vanvalor and this misdirection of silent image is taking place, Vanvalor picks up the ball. Devi's shade floats onto the platforms after Breker and Goldy smash onto the ground and bounce up, making a quick look to each other as they see somebody come up. Goldy sees him, shows Breker. Breker messages to or asks the question to Orc Splitter Okolai, and she just winks at him. They both put their horns up, and then Breker and Goldy rush through the pillars. This shade floats across the arena and immediately does this kind of explosion of smoke as shadows of the goat ball defenders wrap around themselves on their ankles like shackles, slowing them down and making them easy pittance. Chalcedony and Van take the ball and hit a quick ping pong round with those two and Devi's shade. As like it hits one of them, the shade catches it with 2 hands and then spins it on a finger, and it just floats into the other one. Slow, terrified, just goes doink off of his head. And then after that, Chalcedony does this incredible act of acrobatics where it kind of like spins out over the other one, does like almost like a triple axel from like ice skating, picks up the ball and just dunks it on the last one, just dumbfounded by this play, getting 3 outs. And as this person collides with the ground, you all hear this colossus thunder crack just happen underneath of you. After all of the mayhem, looking down, you see somebody flattened, passed out between the 2 arms of Breker and Goldy. And then you all hear as the elk comes by and jumps off the platforms to pick the ball up, and Ogolai says, "The elk's out."
Wait, why is the elk out?
As it jumped off the platforms. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, you didn't tell the elk not to do that.
Okay, all right. In fairness, this is the first time I'm playing this game. I'm trying to figure this stuff out as we go along. Okay.
All right, it's 4-3. Give me the ball.
Elk
Go
was
back to
not a
neutral.
good idea.
Cannot believe I got basically the best animal.
I would like a round of perception checks to all who are out, including Devii, because Devi's technically in and out.
They're not necessarily the best animals to play in this game.
I am having a
They're not the
day.
most agile animals, are they?
Ooh.
We have 2 12s.
You said I get to do a
My passive perception is better than that.
No, wait. You no. That's someone else. My bad. Yeah.
16.
Okay, so Devii succeeded. What was your perception check, Goldy?
12 as well.
Okay, yeah, you guys didn't make it. So Devii, you're starting to put a couple things together. The people who are out are not necessarily out. Looking at the one who runs in underneath, there is what you can see is a small, almost like step and a little like arm bar that's a little higher than average that you guys didn't notice because the majority of you are short compared to the Goliaths.
Right.
There seems to be some sort of leverage point similar to a WWE SmackDown where there's like a tag team. It almost seems like they can grab this and reach up and switch.
Gotcha. So it's okay for my spirit. In that case, could I move him forward away from my team?
Well, right now, everyone has to reset it neutral at the beginning because the ball is out of bounds. So everyone's going to go back and start with an athletics or an acrobatics to get to the ball. But it is now 4-3 with your team in the advantage.
My die likes rolling 11s.
Because technically speaking, you took out their bench player without them ever getting to play. So
Rob,
Yeah.
Rob, all three animals are there. They can come into play, but they just have to get something at me. They're actually out. Okay.
Yeah, they're out. Yeah, because it's even teams. So they like added a couple members for you. But yeah.
I didn't know how to use it. I apologize,
All right.
everyone.
All right. So now that you guys are starting to pick up a couple more of the rules, you see the only three people in, the doctor, what's his name again? Thundercaller, Aruk, and Thanatuk, I think is his name, is the other guy that you guys rescued. Reach down into like some pocket that they got, like a little pouch, and they pull out some white paint and they just go right underneath of both of their eyes, and they just get it almost like American football. They put the little like black paint underneath their eyes for the sun. They put white paint under them, and then they crouch down and have a hand up, and they get ready.
1 sec, Robin.
Is this acrobatics or athletics now?
So I'm gonna allow anything that you guys want to do now. Initially, it was gonna be only it was gonna be a strength challenge because you guys didn't know the rules. Now you guys are starting to figure out the game, so I'm allowing anything now.
19 on athletics.
Okay. That means Van and Cal and Devi's creature are next.
What? It has to be acrobatics or athletics? I don't even know what we're doing.
Which one of the enemy looks like the most problematic so far in terms of how they've played?
You're gonna have to do a different check than acrobatics or athletics to figure that out. All of my players are gonna be rolling athletics. Devii, Cal.
Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Oh, sorry.
I'll roll acrobatics.
And Vanvalor as well.
Okay. Did you see my message, Rob?
Sorry, I have like
one,
a bazillion
Cal.
DMs and 5 windows open.
You're good.
These dice go like that. So made of-
I hate when they hit a
Cari, that's
corner.
2 concentration spells, babe.
What? I only have one up.
Oh, is this an ability?
Yeah, it's like a constant aura that comes out from it. It says,
Oh, so this is just, it goes with it.
yeah, whenever
Oh,
it's
okay.
with it as the center, anyone within 5 feet has that weight on them if they start their turn. I don't know how that works for playing Goatball, but
Okay.
Oh, I got an idea.
so he's trying to stay away from my team.
Okay, Dallan, that works.
Okay.
Just, hang on.
Ooh, I got an idea. Holy shit. Okay.
Okay.
Also,
Alright.
before Breker or Goldy's turn, can I yell and let them know about the ropes? Or did I have to wait till my turn?
No, you can do that because you're not actually going to do anything. It's your creature that's kind of just doing your bidding through your mind. So.
Well, the creature goes after me technically in initiative order, and I did want to run in.
You did or did not?
I do want to.
Okay. So let's. Here's what we'll say: is I'll let the neutral play that your minion can't actually participate, so that you can go in instead.
Okay.
And then after the initial thing is done, then I'll let you do something right after. Okay. With the minion because it goes after the initiative, right?
It goes after me.
Right.
Online.
So I'm letting you do something with the initial round, and then I'll let you do something with that right after. Okay.
Okay.
So Mesh sprints out there and is met with some serious opposition. One of them is immediately cornered by a Rook and basically blocks you off from any of the routes that you're trying to do with your acrobatics to go from place to place to place. He's just there before you with pure strength, just able to corner you and block off your routes.
As I'm doing this, running up, I'm messaging. I think maybe Breker, make some snowballs for me while you're down there.
Then you see Thanatuk goes by and is able to kind of do the same thing to Chalcedony. And Van, what happens with you?
I rolled pretty high, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for the ball. Maybe try and like jump over someone if possible.
And yeah, that's exactly what happens. So basically one of them is very, very quick to the ball, but you see that Vanvalor takes an unreal jump, skipping 2 pillars, grabs the ball and flips over the target by like running on his body as he dives off, nearly falling out of bounds. But as you can see, one of the members of their team that you tagged out sees the person diving into the arena as he's falling just from losing his balance, and grabs the person falling and like grabs their arm to pull them down as they pull themselves onto the pillar to go in.
Okay.
But Vanvalor has the advantage grabbing the ball. And Devii, you're up.
Okay, I would like to run and get close to... I want to go close to the guys that are under on the pillars, away from my group. And I want to cast this spell. However, it is only 10 feet, so I'd probably only be able to get one guy on the pillar.
Roll D4, Cari.
Okay. 3.
I'll say you can get 2.
2? Okay.
Yep.
I would like to cast Arms of Hadar on them.
Is this a concentration spell?
It is not a concentration.
This is the one that kind of just like flops out once, right? It's just like a spell.
And so it basically smoke from the center of me 10 feet. Smoky tendrils are going to erupt out and grab onto them, and they have to make a strength saving throw. They have to beat a strength of 13, which is probably very easy for them.
You're right, but not when you roll natural 1 and a natural 6.
Oh shit.
Okay. In that case, they need to take 2d6 necrotic damage.
2d6?
8. Okay, so that's 8 necrotic damage. And they can't take reactions until their next turn.
Okay, so Devii runs in, and you see the one that goes in just gets engulfed by something near Devii as he gets going, and just like, ah! You just hear this flattening smush, and then like this kind of like necrotic kind of gaseous form just kind of like kind of just go in there, and then the other one just kind of just see this other guy like scream out. I was like, I don't want to play anymore.
And then following behind me, that's going to be next round, right?
Yeah, that'll be next round.
Okay.
What do you want to do for the creature? The creature
He's
can
gonna
go now.
come where I am and stay away from my party, and he has a 30-foot aura where he screams and everyone gets frightened of him.
Okay. Rolled a 5. One of them just runs out. It's the one that like passed out, seems to wake up and he sees this thing. Kind of bolts out. So now that all of their bench is gone. Or unconscious in varying ways.
I'm gonna walk over to the bench again.
I'm imagining they have like stars or birds like floating around their head.
Vanvalor, please make a... Do you have your rapier still on your character sheet?
Yeah.
Can you roll that with advantage,
guy's dead,
please?
Is he? Can you just let me know he's not dead? Okay.
Not dead.
Okay.
They're unconscious because Breker and Goldy smacked him out of his lights.
Okay.
Yeah. So make a rapier attack with advantage for me.
We're looking at a 16.
Okay. I would like.
You have a bless on that.
Do I?
D4.
Oh, D4 it.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
attack roll.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
1.
Okay, so 17.
17.
All right, so Mesh and Cal, please roll acrobatics. And Devii, roll plus dex for your...
Again?
Or, no, you don't have to roll anything for that thing, because you said it was going to be away from your team and close to them, right? You're kind of like zoning. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled
14
again.
on acrobatics, but I want to use the catapult spell and smack somebody in the face with a snowball.
Is Breker collaborating with us to make this?
I'm
Snowball?
staring at Mesh with a pile of snowballs ready to toss him to him whenever he's ready.
Okay, sure, I'll allow it.
Oh, like
That's
an
fine.
anime where you're like, when did you have time
It's like
to
the
make
episode
those?
of Elf where he's just going.
Yep.
Okay.
Right in somebody's face.
All right, and Cal, what did you roll in your acrobatics?
Please tell me the Chewingas are watching.
Oh, they're with you guys. Like they're on your shoulders and
Okay.
chilling.
Wait, what?
They're having a good time. One of them's probably helping Breker make snowballs, to be honest with you.
That's how there's so many.
Yeah, that's why
Wait,
there's
so-
more. It's like duplicating every one that he makes, just makes a copy. Cal, I think you might be muted, but what was your acrobatics check?
Am I muted?
Yeah, you are now. You're not now, but
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's 15.
okay, good enough. All right. So
my
I would
volume's
like
fine.
Vanvalor to have the floor as to how you and Chalcedony, Mesh, and Breker, and Devii are able to win the game with your
How many
cheating.
people are left on the pillars?
3.
Cal's gonna do a running
Okay.
tackle.
So I'm gonna jump up and just wail on one guy and like ping it off him into the hands of Cal.
The ball?
Right? Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
Cal,
okay,
what are you
so
doing with the ball?
I basically take a running leap into the air and grab the ball, and then I smack the ball down like I headbutt it with my head. I headbutt
Ooh,
it.
okay.
Back up and bit you in the head.
Yeah, I'll do this. I'm doing this in midair, by the way. Hop, headbutt it
Oh, that's
into
cool.
one of their guys, into the other team to take them out.
Okay, as you're throwing your head-butted ball into them, Mesh has catapulted to spray this guy in the face with the snow, just completely blinding him to know where the ball's coming after the first initial impact. You see Vanvalor begins to, like, after his initial jump, he doesn't land. He's still in the air as he floats over the target, picks up the ball off of the last person,
Okay, yeah.
and then
I'm gonna drop fly and cast enlarge on the
on the
on
ball,
the ball. Yeah.
and the ball begins to come down as you see the final person get pelted by a bunch of things. It's the medic, Aruk, who gets completely destroyed by snowballs in the chest, but doesn't even seem to notice because of his thick physique. You just see this grown man with these very childlike horns from his fingers as Goldie's passive
like-
perception sees Vanvalor slightly flying over the arena with a fly spell, slowly drift down and point at the ball to cast enlarge. As both Goldie begins to chuckle, this man in his girth looks up and just says, "Shit." And the ball goes boom, and you hear the whistle blow, and that is where we'll take a break.
Yay!
Yay.
Devii like gives her shadow a high five.
You feel a little slower, Devii.
No, it actually says every creature except me.
I know.
I get a little pet.
And you guys, like, the crowd goes ballistic. You guys go.
That's where it takes them out.
Flying headbutt of death.
That was awesome. The combo there. I
This is why you don't play a game in the air with the gravity bird.
And
It's
as you guys kind of
snowing.
get down off the pillars for the end of the game, you just hear this little side of children and teenagers and young adults going, "Flying goat, flying goat, flying goat." And yeah, that'll be.
Are they saying that in giant? Because Cal doesn't know.
No,
what
they're saying it in common because they want you to hear it.
Oh, that's awesome!
Okay, that's great.
You'll be
I'm not
remembered.
That's great.
All right.
That was fun.
Enjoy your 5 minutes off. We'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I bet it did anything in that game. I swear to God, I should just watch it going, yeah.
You did, but you just didn't like give your animals any orders, and they didn't know.
I am sorry about that. I didn't know what to do at that particular moment.
It's alright.
Maybe
I'm
just
gonna go-
end up like, I'm here. Can I return? Can I do something?
Guys, I got my wife an early Christmas present. Okay.
Aww.
Are you ready to see it?
Yeah. Oh, a fluffy tail cat. Oh my God, it's so cute.
It's just a little guy.
What's his or her name?
She is named Toad.
Toad.
Short for toadstool.
Nice.
Little. Don't now.
Oh, can you hear her?
Yeah.
Chef is absolutely nothing right now.
He smiled. I'm not letting you go yet. I have to show you to everyone. I don't care. You're little. You don't have an opinion.
I'm gonna get some fruit. I'll be right back.
Well, Chef, I'd say it was effective.
I'm just hoping and praying that I can roll above an 8.
Yeah, I've had lots of shit rolls there for a minute. Mesh.
Kitty! Baby kitty! Aww.
You can't escape. I have to show you to everyone. Where are you going?
I love when they're like on your shoulder and chilling. That's the best part. When they're babies.
It's kind of weird to think that you got Nox when just a baby, and it was after we started D&D.
Yeah. He was just... Yeah, he was that size roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Literally the palm of my hand.
I'm sorry, Toad. I have to show you to everyone.
Ribbit.
Sorry. I'm gonna put you out of the room. Rob, look at it.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
It's a little baby.
You better keep it handy because Cari's gonna want to see it.
I know.
Yes,
I sent her
Cari,
pictures
kitty.
already.
He's holding it like a pillar. Your cat is fascinated with the room.
Yeah, she's watching you guys.
Hello.
Oh, who's that? What the heck is going on? Fascinated. There's so much going on over there.
You know when the tail's not moving, it's having a good time.
I know you want to leave, but you at least Cari has to see you, and then I'll let you go.
How old's this
They're
one?
there. 2 months.
Wow. Is this a stray or a new cat?
No, I got her for my wife for Christmas early,
Oh.
which is a good choice. She's very snuggly. What's he doing? What the heck? What?
I love
She's
the
tapping you. She's sniffing, trying to figure out what's going on. What the heck? What? What the heck? That's very fun and interesting.
if you have an iPad, there's this game called. What's it called again?
One of the bugs walks
My
on the
cat
screen.
has her own TV in her room. It plays cat videos on YouTube. Also, my YouTube recommendations are destroyed.
Yeah, I'd have to make a separate account for that.
Yeah, I need to because my cat can watch ads. I don't care.
Yeah, that's funny. I've been thinking about getting YouTube Premium for this job because like I use it every day to play like kids stuff, like music and stuff, and like music videos, dance videos for them to kind of get the wiggles out. And it's so annoying having like 20 seconds of ads before.
That's right. Cari's been gone so long. I'll put you down when she gets back.
We'll be here in a second.
I mean, you could just have ad blocks on if it's just for work.
I have noticed the ads have gotten really weird now. What used to be either two sets of 6-second ads or like 20 seconds and then 6 seconds. It just feels like we're getting 20 seconds a piece, and every time, like, what I do is like I get out, get back in,
There's
just
the
to wait
Cari.
for one that single 6 seconds. It doesn't work. It's now like rotating all the new adverts. I don't
Sorry, I'm
understand why.
muted. Oh, it's adorable. It's so cute.
Okay, all right.
He's out.
I don't know why I started talking. There's a cat on the screen. That's my fault.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, wait, were you talking? I didn't even know you were here. Hi, Goldy. Oh.
And we got Super Chill Cat.
Hey, Squishy.
Squishy.
Yeah, I was gonna look at because I've had YouTube Premium for almost 3 years now. I don't even know. But it tells you your
what is
stats.
it? Like a $5,000? Sorry, $5,000. $5 a month or something?
Yes. Or no. I have the family one, so my wife can have it as well. So I think I pay $17 a month.
Okay.
Ugh.
Otherwise, I think it's like 12. But when it's your main like source of everything,
Yeah.
like I have a total of 5,400 hours in the last 2.5 years spent watching YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of worth it.
I don't even know. Oh, there it is. Get YouTube Premium. Oh, it's only $11.80 a month.
Yeah.
So it's like $9 US. I'll check it out later. Is
What?
everyone back?
Back.
All right. With the arena going ballistic and you all finishing up a riveting game of your first time playing Goat Ball.
Yay.
Yay.
The stands begin to clear out and your bones and or muscles begin to get just a little tight in the cold as the adrenaline begins to subside and you all go inside the cave structures yet again to explore and enjoy the other festivities.
To celebrate winning, right?
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
I mean, there's probably some exchanges of favors, and Velen's very happy that she's going to get the person named Rook Thundercaller, the last one to go down, and says, I don't care how sore you are. You owe me a massage. So,
What's wrong with massage?
I just made a deal with a doctor who thought he was a big shot against a bunch of people that know how to use magic that they thought they could win. Buffoon. Good job out there, Cal. You kicked his ass.
I'm riding the elk. Yes, it was a terrible mistake. Come, my other animal. Let us proceed forward.
And you feel a hand on your shoulder, Van, and says, A good and large spell, none too well timed, is the best, isn't it? Well done. I half expected you to shrink somebody down like Mesh to have them get tagged underneath the, how would you say this? The speed bag. But either way, color me impressed. Y'all did well. Let's go inside. It's fucking cold outside. And Villain walks in, muttering some prestidigitation to warm up different pieces of clothing at different times.
So,
and you guys shuffle in.
Did you win or lose?
Oh, us? We won.
Villain. She betted.
Oh, I won.
Oh, yeah.
But we had to do it in
yeah.
favors because they don't give a shit about money.
Ah.
Okay.
To be honest, I was curious if it was for or against us. I'm glad
It
to
was
see
definitely
was
for you. I rooted against you with the teenagers just to amuse them, but they're too scared of me to collect.
Yeah. Huh.
I told them that I could do the same thing that Devii did out there, and they were none too pleased. Devii knows it's a lie, but I'm pretty scary. Also, it's pretty interesting that those people that are out are essentially just a recyclable unit. It's kind of nice. It just kind of depends on how many people can stay up on the pillars and not go unconscious. From what I gather. And a penalty is only a penalty if the other team doesn't take advantage of it.
I'm just amazed we didn't get any serious damage.
That is true. Well, just as a reminder to all of you, the chieftain would like me to re-inform you that if you would like, you can stay for lunch or dinner. You can stay for another day before you head out.
Yeah.
If you just so desire.
I do desire.
Jackrick is in charge of the other area that you mentioned, Chalcedony, the crawl last time.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go over there and try your knowledge. I don't really know what exactly it is, but it sounds like a challenge of some sort.
Yeah.
The weaponsmith is in the back as well. I think Goldy or Meshadieme was talking about wanting to go check that out.
Yeah.
The weaponsmith's name is Wayani. If you wanted to go check her out, she's the forge. She also goes by High Hunter, if that's easier to remember.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi.
Devii, I got this for us last night, and I gave out a pouch of dragon bone dust. This could come in handy with our tattooing, maybe.
Nice. Pouch full of dragon.
A pouch, Bubba?
Good work.
I was thinking, Rob, from mechanically, if this was a white dragon, we could maybe get like ice resistance, cold resistance. Yeah. Or maybe like a once a day dragon breath kind of thing, maybe. I don't know, depending on how deep you want to go.
It depends on how much you put into it. If you got the money and the stuff to dump into it and you got the right maths, then sure.
Interesting.
I would say let's do something. I'm gonna have anyone who is proficient in persuasion, I would like them to roll, please. A little vague, but this is going to kind of take place over the previous evening and into your lunch hour, being able to talk
19.
with the people here.
I'm proficient.
19 as well.
Oh, look, I rolled a 3.
Proficient. 3.
Well, that still gives me a total of 9, so shut up, you.
One thing, Rob. These are all Goliaths, so do they have tattoos?
They do. They all have tattoos.
So mechanically, there is a tattoo person here also.
In theory, yeah.
Ooh.
Devii and Breker, did you have?
No, I don't. I just roll for fun.
Okay. Devii, you don't have proficiency in persuasion anymore, Cari?
Sorry, 1 second. No, I have proficiency in
Okay, then you can roll. Breker, why don't you roll religion? Or not religion, what was the... Shoot. What's the skill? How do you roll? Because you were, like, trying to recruit paladins in here, weren't you?
The guy that healed the Aarakocra, Aruk, or not
Just give me a
Aruk.
general charisma check, Breker.
Yeah,
How's
Aruk,
that?
Aruk.
Oh man, I have that.
11 total.
Okay. And Devii, what was your persuasion?
18.
Okay, so over the course of the evening between all of you, I would say Breker doesn't really make too much progress on recruitment, but there does seem to be a very interest-driven conversation after Goat Ball in particular to talk with Breker a little bit teasingly at the beginning about how he got out, but then, you know, some of the younger adults are probably more keen to talk to him about like more seriously what he's doing because of the epic clothesline that him and Goldy pulled off under the arena that they were actually able to see, kind of helping spearhead a little bit of his discussions about tier and kind of some of the other belief systems outside of the tribe that's a little bit foreign to them. Frankly speaking, it's pretty interesting to them topic wise, so you kind of just sit around the lunch hour maybe today and you can start breaking that into them. For those that rolled 19s and 18s, I think that's Devii, Cal, and Van, and Mesh. All of you guys were able to kind of discuss amongst the people here that there's one commonality that everyone seems to say as a rumor, that they have a collection of treasure inside of the arena. They think if you would do them a huge favor to kind of end this long-standing feud, some of them might be able to see some extended family members again, and the other tribe, and they think that Orc Splitter or Ogilai might be able to give you some of the pieces from their treasure, and there might be a similar thing if you can make good blood with the other tribe, but you're not sure. You're not sure what their demands are going to be either. But through all your persuasion checks, you know that you probably need to not stay more than another night before you head back to the other tribe or wherever you're going to go. Just I think as far as expectations are going, and your kind of general charisma and persuasiveness is able to kind of figure out a little bit of the subculture here, is like knowing how long is appropriate to stay is comfortable, and that's what you kind of align yourselves with. You also have been able to figure out some things about the weaponsmith. There is a female Goliath named Wayani High Hunter. High Hunter is typically they have a tribe's name, and all of them are Thun Lakalagas. Like that's their last name, so they're all in the same tribe, so they all have the same last name. But they have a tribe name, and then they have their birth name. So her birth name is Wayani, and her tribe name is High Hunter. Something similar to, I guess you could say, maybe like a little bit of Native American ties, I think, in that respect, or maybe Viking type stuff. But she has a specialty with smith's tools and is happy to talk about her work with anyone if you wanted to pursue anything. And something interesting is she seems to know a lot about crafting with really good materials, but lacks a lot of the reagents or even incredibly rare materials to be able to make things. But your guess is that she might have learned something from the dwarves many years ago through her explorations and hunts in the area. She might have been able to meet with the kind of visiting dwarves at one summer in the distant past. So there might be something there.
I have. I remember putting some stuff from the ship, the spaceship. You had a barrel of like broken weapon parts or something, and I remember chucking some in my bag. Is that like metal material or something we could pass on for smithing?
What is it that you have labeled in your notes for that stuff?
Broken rifle parts.
Are you like offering this as something that they can melt down?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you could probably do that. As long as you're not trying to preserve anything from them, as far as like designs or like blueprints, you're just trying to melt it down. That's fine, but it's just heavy.
I think we don't have a way to get a power source at this point, so no point in trying to rebuild it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's happy to take any materials if you're trying to provide it, but you gotta have that conversation with her, I think, directly. This is just through the grapevine. She didn't really show up to do much besides like come and pick up some food. You probably saw her maybe talk with Orc Splitter or Ogolai, and then probably left. So she seems to be pretty busy doing some other things in the back and very introverted.
Yeah. Okay. Can head over there at some point.
Is anyone else going with Mesh towards the weaponsmith?
I don't think so. I already had my weapons got buffed up, right? Weapons are buffed up.
Can I just generally explore? Just see how the people are?
Sure. What are you trying to look for?
Well, to Goldy, he just feels that we're just seeing so much destruction. And everyone is always in some kind of peril. That it'd be kind of nice just to almost see people going about their daily business as a kind of relaxing exercise. You know, something to calm his nerves. I'm not actually looking for anything. I'm just walking around just to set the scenery into him, as it were.
Okay.
Oh, I might be paying attention to just if I see something that I don't understand, I'm trying to understand it. If that's okay.
Oh, a cat.
Okay. So, Breker, Devii, Van, Cal, nothing else for you guys?
Well,
How you enjoy me?
yeah, okay. Got nothing better to do.
Cal, you enjoy me?
Just
Actually,
hanging out with. No, I'm just hanging out with the Goliaths, chatting, telling stories, maybe taking a look at some of their drums, seeing how they sound, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Can I try to find any hints about the diplomacy stuff? See if I can figure out the history of why the relationship soured or anything like that? Because Ogolai told us about the, like, mauling from a long time back, but seemed hazy on the details.
I will answer your question with a question really before I give you a prompt here. Are you asking in general, or is there a specific person you want to go talk to?
Can I try to find the oldest person?
Well, the oldest person is the chieftain. So besides the chieftain, I would say you'd want to go with Cal to the crawl whenever he goes over there.
Yeah.
The crawl would be headed up by...
Well, you mentioned some people had some family members. Should I try to find one of the family members and ask them, like, what was their opinion about why the diplomacy soured between you and your...
So, why don't you roll either persuasion or insight? I'll give you either of those. Or intimidation,
23
depending.
on insight.
23. Okay. So they will try to generally be pretty standoffish about giving you that kind of information at first, but realizing that maybe you're coming from a position of help, they try to provide what they can. But even through the insight, your guess is that they're really not able to provide much detail because they weren't there. And so I think your insight, it being so high, probably means that the dispute is really mostly between the chieftains. And if something is disproving of the chieftains, then it's a big face-saving culture where you will be shamed and maybe even like subtly left out of things. Like you won't be asked to go participate in goat ball. If you like goat ball, you won't be able to participate in the crawl when you're of age to try it. You won't be given nice weapons, or you might get less food. And I'd say this is a good point to wrap up your insight, as well as kind of Goldy and Vanvalor and anyone that is kind of generally in the caves with these Goliaths. Start to realize how big this community center or hub is at Wormdune Crag. There's a lot of places and a lot of beds here. And unfortunately, I didn't tell you guys this initially, but each of these squares on the map is about 10 feet. There does seem to be some areas that may have been collapsed in, or even some areas that are just vacant. But it does look like at one point this was a much more packed in community. And kind of over time, it looks like their numbers have drastically diminished. Maybe through the situation that you guys found yourselves in when you were here, or maybe through some other reasons, but yeah, it's not been kind to them either. They just seem to be plugging away with it and dealing with their own interpersonal relationships with the chieftains and trying to just get by. But yeah, I think Cal and Goldy probably eventually wander over to the crawl, but before we get there, you hear the heavy pinging of steel on steel, Mesh, as you walk back to the weaponsmith.
What's the name again? Where did I write it down? Why something?
Wyani.
Wyani. That's it.
This one?
How's it going? Working on something interesting, Wyani?
This one. Sorry, I'm trying to find something that's like a... Yeah, we'll do this one. It's fine.
We'll also cast Detect Magic as I'm getting closer.
Sure. I'll just assume you have it up when you're in there. So, yeah, Wyani High Hunter kind of turns around and pulls off some kind of goggles protecting her eyes from the forge, and she dumps a spearhead into a vat of oil. Just nothing in particular, just some sharpenings today. Can I help you?
Just trying to see what you might have to offer, and maybe have something to trade.
Well, these days it's just mostly maintenance. I'm assuming you don't want any traps.
Not necessarily, but maybe What kind of traps? Is this for gathering food?
Mostly rabbits and foxes. Birds.
Mm.
We got maybe one bear trap, but I don't think that I can trade that.
Mm.
Owlbears nearly broke it last week.
Are these reusable?
The traps?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're in here. I gotta repair them.
Okay.
Yeah, some of it's clientele and, community members. They use it from day to day to keep us alive. I got some extra hand axes and spears and javelins, but besides that, maybe a couple of great axes. It's nothing to write home about. I mean...
Anything fancy, enchanted even?
Oh boy, I haven't heard that in a long time. No, nothing too special. We don't got any good oil. I don't got any good materials besides my own 2 hands and a little bit of know-how. Unfortunately, for me. Lots of aspirations to do good things, but the fighting between the 2 chieftains and a lack of good materials means I'm stuck at doing everyday blacksmithing.
Rob, as the character, would I know the importance of silvered weapons? Is that a thing?
I don't think so. Not really. I mean, you might have picked up some of that, maybe if you were reading some like wizard knowledge books, but the libraries I know you've read at, probably not really.
Okay. Well, I do have some exotic materials as I flip over the bag. Could probably trade these in for something, but I don't know what I want.
What is this? Just a bunch of broken crossbows?
It's from, and I take out the actual rifle, and it's from some broken things like this. That kind of like energy, sort of like an energy crossbow. It's from
crossbow.
It's so.
But it looks like a spear.
Kind of. It shoots a powered beam, really heavy beam.
That's nothing I've ever seen. I just guess you just melt this stuff down. I don't know what to do with this.
And go for it. I don't really have a use for it, but
As long as you're sure. I don't know if I can find anything magical out of this or something, but if it holds magic well, then maybe I can work with it once it's in the forge, but there's no way to know until we got something you want to put on it. Anything you're after?
Maybe, I don't know how this would work, Rob. The dragon bone dust, would that be able to be infused somehow?
You have to ask her. Your knowledge is about as good as hers, or is about as good as your character's in this case.
Alright, so I'll just propose the idea.
Sure.
So we have this dragon bone dust. Is that infusible somehow? Enchantable?
She kind of like swirls it. You got any more?
To get more?
Did you take this from outside?
A little bit, and a little bit from before also.
Yeah, some of it doesn't smell that old. Some of it smells real old. I might be able to do something with this, but maybe not for a large weapon.
I work with daggers mostly, so that could help.
Yeah, I could definitely make something out of that. What are you looking for? I'm assuming she like takes a pinky and dips it in the bone, kind of like dabs it on her tongue. Ooh, yeah, that's cold. That's a white, if I've ever tasted it. She corks it. So, something cold?
That'll work.
You want to...
Low or ice damage or... a freeze effect.
Do you want it to be protective or inflictive? You want a ward? Do you want?
I'm thinking more inflictive.
We can make it like I could probably make something hit every time you hit with it. It does something, or
yeah.
Does that sound alright with you? Or we could do it like maybe it's like something a bit more potent, but you can only do it like once, and then maybe you have to wait a while before you can do it again.
Yeah, potent would work because potent would work better.
You think?
Yeah.
Can you leave with me for a couple days or maybe a week?
Yeah, we could come back because we'll have to take a trip to the other tribe.
I gotta see how it takes on the metal because I haven't worked with this stuff before.
Yeah.
And then I can get back with you. What was what did you say your name was?
Meshadieme.
Hi Hunter. It's nice meeting you. I'll leave with me. I'll get to it probably tonight and toy with it. Got a new project. She like grabbed some paper and starts scrawling some blueprints as you leave. I'm assuming that you read a little bit of her mind. She's a little excited, but she's trying not to show it.
Cool.
Okay, and we cut over to the crawl, which is funny because Meshadieme has to walk through there when you guys are probably midway through to what you're doing. This floor is about 15 feet high instead of the normal 10-foot height. Outside of the lobby, it's like 20 feet. There is a kind of a big bulge in the center area where it's like a bit like larger, but there's a 5-foot diameter like hole in the center of the room, and that hole kind of goes upraised on one end, but then marks like an end of a tunnel exterior as this kind of like bulge on the top runs on the floor. And there seems to be some sort of runes inscribed onto this bulge on the floor. So the way you should think about this is it kind of looks like a giant worm has gone down made a hole that kind of pushed some of the floor up and bulges in the center and then kind of exits. So it's like this very simple thing. And I'll move your tokens into the room. If you want to go in there, it looks like that. All right, so that's Goldy and Mesh. Boom. All right, so you guys are up here.
Don't forget Cal.
Yeah, I moved Cal first.
Oh, that's just he is.
So then Mesh, you're gonna be up there probably eventually. So you can see this kind of looks like there's two holes and there's a little bulge in the middle. Okay.
Stop.
At the back of the cave, there's an elderly Goliath male that you guys now know is Demilok or Nightwalker, and he's a very old male, but he's surrounded by 3 adolescents around a campfire when you guys come in, and they seem to be dyeing what looks to be some scraps of cloth and leather in a bucket of green liquid. And Goldy recognizes this immediately because these are all of the same people that he saw the night before that had their hands stained at dinner. And this greenish liquid is setting them to dry on a wooden rack while the adolescents are stitching other scraps of this material into dolls that they seem to be fashioning. There are scores of old dolls resting in niches along the cave walls and staring outwardly. But the dolls are very crude looking, and all of them look to be very different. Maybe like made by different people.
Sounds weird.
This is a big B.
Demlock sees you walk through and seems like you're kind of staring after a while. He's like, yes, you're the honored guests.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello.
Are you here to do anything in particular?
And this is Goldy, and I was just wondering what you was doing actually.
We were just curious about the general people.
Oh, this is over here. This is called the crawl. The little burrows on the floor over there. It serves as kind of a couple purposes to test our young Goliaths right before they become adults. It's kind of a wisdom, if you will, of knowing their own character, in short.
And the dolls?
Character.
Well, it's kind of, how would you guys say it in your culture? Maybe it's a rite of passage, or a proof of puberty, if you will. I don't know how it's called, but basically it's your thing to become an adult. Or when a boy becomes a man, or when a girl becomes a woman, type of thing.
So you make one every time a child becomes an adult. Yes.
They choose when they would like to undergo the test, and once they complete the test, not once they undergo it, then they can become a full-fledged tribes member, and they can choose their name or be given a name at their leisure.
Interesting.
So this is
Fascinating culture.
This is like a census, isn't it? Like you're kind of marking how many people you have in your tribe.
Well, in a sort, only for those that would like to go on the hunts, and also be a part of the working class, can start working their way once they get here. So here you have Jagric and Kaga and Zuri. Those are 3 that are currently making the dolls over there.
Hello.
Hey.
They wave their hands silently and continue to work.
And also, I was wondering about what that green stuff is.
Yes, I too have noticed it.
Yes, it's a mixture of a lot of herbs that we've collected over the years, as well as some animal parts. It's just dye. We're just using it to color things. It does not come out very well, I'm afraid.
Is it edible?
Is it what?
Edible?
Oh.
Well, depends on how sick you plan on becoming after you eat it, I guess.
Please don't eat it.
Well, I just,
To be honest, I thought it was some kind of a healing agent. Never mind.
No, it's mostly for the dolls' way of coloring their faces or their clothes. It's also something that is a part of the crawl itself. It helps infuse the runes, ancient rituals, and all that.
I see.
If you want to know more about the ritual, I could explain it more ad nauseum than a little bit in passing, but we'd have to walk a little bit away from the children. I don't want them to know exactly what they're getting into.
Yeah. I want to know.
Yeah.
Also,
Come over here.
I have a question also.
Yes. Come over here away from them. They're preparing, so please tell me. And he takes you over to the other side of the room.
I was wondering, do any outsiders ever take the test?
It's funny that you should ask that. I've never had someone try, and I don't think it's against tribal policy, especially if you're doing us a favor later.
Yeah, because, yeah. I was...
Huh. That's a beautiful idea.
Well, let me see if you're really going to be serious about this. This is not for, just for children. This is meant to make them an adult type of a deal. So basically they learn the lessons that they need to become an adult, which I'm sure most of you have already learned those type of things. But to become a young Goliath into adulthood, they need to offer up a symbol of their childhood. That's what the dolls are. And in doing so, the childhood, the doll, and the child themselves, the now becoming adult, must walk through the tunnel. And the members of the family will wait for them on the other side to welcome them into adulthood. However, the visions they might see, or the things that take place in that small confinement of space, is not meant to be anything short of difficult. They're supposed to crawl through this tight space, face their own fears of their childhood, and experience what it means to be alone. And recognize their own weakness so that they can become strong. And not everyone has the fortitude to make it all the way through.
How long will we be staying in the crawl?
I don't imagine it would be too long, but it depends on the person. Sometimes it takes others longer than a couple of hours, and sometimes It only takes a few hours or so. I imagine that the pace is really restricted based off of what you might see in there, what dirty hides you have in the closet.
Dirty hides.
I actually turn to Cal. This may be a good way to get in good with the other tribes. That's what you were getting at before, right?
Yeah.
But if you're not Goliath, I'm not saying that this is anything short of a race thing. I don't think it has anything to do with race. This is not for the faint of heart, no matter who you are.
I see. We'll have to give it serious consideration, Goldy.
Yes, please think about it before you partake. And I don't think that you'll need to particularly make a doll of sorts, but maybe you should make something to be representative of your childhood, at least to participate in the rite.
Can I? Okay. Can I make a flashback, retroactive continuity? Thank you. At the burial site of my brother, I gave a necklace that I've been carrying the entire journey and put it into the grave. Could I actually just make it into half, so I'm carrying half of it?
Sure, yeah. That's probably, maybe even just some bones or something is probably part of the necklace, right? Some animal bones.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, or teeth.
I mean, originally it was like a straight necklace that we made as children. I don't know if we want to make it out of bones or whatnot.
Okay.
It's more sentimental.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking, oh, that is what I'm going to use because I have one.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Okay. Cal, I just had to take out the necklace. Remember this?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of good to go. If you want, you can think about it while I do it myself. What do you think?
Well, I don't have anything to offer really because I left everything behind.
Or if you would like to make a doll, that's perfectly fine, I suppose. It doesn't have to be the same, as you can see. And you look at the wall, and all the dolls look very different. Like, some of them look like boys, like action figure type style, like heroes. Some of them look like warriors. Some of them look like kind of just typical girls' dolls, like a dress and princessy looking. And then you've got ones that are just like scary. Some of them look like a yeti. Some of them look like a sea monster, or maybe the hag that you guys made friends with. There's all kinds of very interesting figures across the wall, and maybe even a couple of them look like an owlbear, or a bear, or a mountain goat. Like, just whatever that maybe a kid associates with their childhood is on the wall.
Okay. Well,
How about it?
I could do that. I could make something representing my childhood, but as for physical possessions, I don't really have anything with me. I traveled very light.
Could we go in together?
Are you asking the guy that? Okay.
Yes, because I'm gonna answer Cal afterwards. Hopefully, if you, yeah.
His face looks a little grim and says, "No. To become an adult, you must go alone. Only
Cal,
you can change."
Yes.
Cal, we've done a lot of things since we've actually been together. Like, doesn't have to be something from before you met us. It could be something that you've had since now.
I mean,
You know?
I prefer not to think about what happened before I met you all, but
Then how about giving something since the dragon attack? I think it's fair to say what our life was back then is certainly nothing that we have now.
I say,
You will want to decide who you would like to stand as your stand-in for family members, since they don't seem to be present on the other side to welcome you into your adulthood, I suppose.
no.
I turn to him. Can we be each other's? Is that okay?
It is completely up to you.
What do you say?
Well,
This-
it's our best option.
You know, as far as I'm concerned, this is basically my newfound family. No matter what happens.
Okay.
Okay.
I will tell you that as guests, I would say that you can choose whoever you like, but Chieftain Ogulai she will be your approved honorary motherly figure, if you will. She has to consent to allowing you through the tunnel anyways, and so I think it's only fitting that she be the one to administer your rights.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not usually the one to do it anyways. I'm just here to inform people of what they can do and help them with the process along the way.
Okay.
So if you need any assistance with understanding the rite a bit more, this is, I think I've told you everything I know to help you prepare. So if you'll excuse me, I will go help Jagger, Kaka, and Zuri for a bit longer. But if you need anything, you know where to find me. And if and when you are ready for the rite, I will go and fetch Orc Splitter.
Cal, I'm good to go. Without any pressure, it's really on you. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine.
I don't mind doing it, but it's just all this talk about childhood and past and family and stuff. Like, I don't know about all that. That's very difficult for me.
You know, I've been very open with what's happened to me in the past. I can tell you without any hint of a lie that it can be very liberating to just separate yourself from everything that happened. Like you're freeing yourself from the bonds of the chains and whatnot you put yourself under. It's not something that you should be forced to do, but consider it a little leap of faith. You might find something down there that will give you some sort of salvation.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer to look forward, and stuff that happened before I came here was well, it was unpleasant. And I didn't fit in there. I prefer it here, even though the weather's shit. You have to wear trousers all the time.
No, I won't force you.
What do you think I should do, Goldy? Like,
You
I want you to give
can't.
something up.
I don't think I can answer that for you. In terms of giving something up, again, what do you hold dear? Something that you... How about something that you can give up?
I don't
You
know
know?
what that would be. Hope.
Sorry, I'm gonna ask. What was it? Jigrid?
Demilok or Nightwalker.
Demilok. Right. Sorry. I'm gonna ask him. Can this be something that's immaterial? What we're gonna
needs to
give
be
up?
in the material? Sorry.
Sorry. Can we give up a memory
For the doll replacement?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm.
Does it
is
have to be a
a
physical
token.
item?
Yes. That is how the rite works. You take something with you
Oh,
to...
I don't have anything.
Then you can make something. It is purely
So you're
representative.
saying I can make a doll?
Yes.
Well, maybe I'll do that, Goldy. I'll make something.
You are welcome to any of the materials that you see that the children are using over here.
Okay. I'll do that.
So you're ready?
Yeah, but I need to go and make it.
Okay.
Well, while Chalcedony is making it, I will go and actually, Goldy, would you mind fetching the chieftain? I will help Chalcedony finish her creation by the time you get here.
I shall.
And he takes Cal over to the area where the children are and helps you make something. And asks you probably some pretty personal questions that maybe he's not intending to be personal, but maybe could be taken that way. And he says that it's just a symbol of your childhood. So it can be anything from something that you think symbolizes childhood, or something that you remember from your childhood fondly, or something that you don't remember fondly from your childhood. It can be anything. Generally, a lot of the kids will pick something that they liked, or something that they found is a lot of the kids that are a little bit more mature, he would say, would probably be the ones that would choose something that they would recognize that it's something that they want, but ultimately know that they can't have for the rest of their lives. So he pointed to like maybe an owlbear, or like an animal that is super dangerous, that the child would always want it as a pet, or something that they wanted always as like something that they could talk to, or like a person, like a yeti, just something that they could, make friends with and have like these just pipe dream of dreams. And they're essentially giving them up by creating them and taking them with them. But he points to the wall where he sees them. He says, all of these areas and niches in the wall are where the childhood is left behind. They stay here. You don't take them with you ever again.
I see. I would like to leave behind my bad memories about my childhood. I'd like to leave behind not fitting in as well. And
fitting in?
that sort of thing.
Is there any way that you can think of putting that into a symbol?
It's very difficult, but yeah.
Maybe a person, or maybe something that you didn't like when you were a child, like maybe a food or an article of clothing. Perhaps maybe you wearing an article of clothing could be the symbol of the doll. I couldn't help but hear you saying how much you hated trousers. Maybe you could just
I do hate trousers. They're
make a doll of yourself with trousers on it and say that you don't want them anymore. It seems a bit crude to us, but in our culture it's very different than perhaps yours. We didn't grow up with, he like gestures to your horns and your legs. It's just not something that we've grown up knowing.
Well, when I was a kid, I didn't have large horns like I have now. They take quite a while to grow, so it's pretty small back then. But trousers are purely optional because, most of our satyrs have pretty thick fur on the bottom half, and you don't really need to wear trousers, and it can make you rather hot. But here it's really cold all the time, so I have to wear them, and there seems to be some sort of cultural thing where everybody wants you to wear trousers for some reason. I don't know why, but it's kind of weird to me. But yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, even though I was kind of picked on a little bit for, I was a little bit more introverted, I guess.
He claps his hands together. I've got it. What if we just make a doll of you as a child?
Yeah, that could work. me.
You
I
just
want to leave
do a
behind.
normal doll with small horns.
Yeah, my horns are very small.
And perhaps having no trousers means that it was the younger version of you. And the trousered version is who you are now because you've accepted that despite not wanting to wear them, you've decided that you are going to anyways because it's...
culturally appropriate here,
well,
apparently.
frankly, too cold to go without them. He just gives you a grin.
Yeah. So, I have trousers. But you know, most people don't have tails. I had to cut a hole.
That does seem like quite a bit much. Maybe you should ask some tiefling friends of yours. I'm sure they have the same problem.
Oh yeah, that's true. We have some we met some tieflings actually, but I haven't seen them for a little while. But yeah, maybe when I see them. But sometimes I just keep my tail tucked in my trousers because I didn't want to get frostbite and then want it to fall off. So.
Oh, the amount of things that I've never considered in the one conversation is a bit much for my old brain. Tell you what, I'll go get your materials and you can get cracking.
Okay.
Okay. And he basically just screams at the three children to get them for you. And sits down.
Oh, me, oh my.
Oh.
So by the time you're just about halfway through finishing up your thing, Goldy gets back. Mesh walks in. Perhaps if anyone else would like to observe or watch this practice.
I don't get back yet because I'm refilling on dragon dust.
Okay. So then I'll allow this also to be a loophole if Goldy wants to collect any of the other group members for this activity to observe whether they're going to be parents or not. You can do that. And this is where we're going to end this week as we can prepare for the crawl and the adventure to the next area. To the Sky Tower shelter next week that we play.
I'll loop around asking everyone, guys, we're gonna undergo our ritual that may help us with the tribes. Do you want to join us? Just as a watcher.
Not really, but I'll support you.
I'd appreciate your support.
Yeah.
I think it's a
I would
great
just
idea.
like Cal and Jodie and Manjit to please just make a memo
Also,
of
I
what we
just got
discussed
back,
today.
so
Just
I've
so you
only
guys...
been hearing Rod speak.
Yeah, so just make a memo of what we decided for your characters. Maybe like a quick note to kind of give yourself a little prompt, maybe like your image that you did or some of the stuff we talked about before we play next. And we have something on hand. Mesh, if you could also make a memo of what you asked from the lady in the back as well. And then if you could all just keep in mind that your goals next time included by the end of the day or by the next morning you need to take off was kind of another thing that I told you guys for going to Sky Shelter or wherever you want to go if you don't want to help them with the dispute was the understood path. I'm saying all this just because we don't know essentially what's going to happen. I'm assuming next week is going to be okay for a game. I need to get some more info on what exactly the event is next Saturday and when, but I don't think it will conflict with this at all. And the 10th is and the 17th also, but for sure Christmas Eve and the 31st there will be no game. So just as another reminder to those of you that are listening here on the VODs or live show, no games December 24th, no games on the 31st. So the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th are the last possible times, with a very big asterisk on the 17th being a possible no as well. So the 3rd and the 10th are probably our last two games for a while, for another 3 weeks or so. So thank you guys so much for watching. We had kind of made lemonade out of lemons kind of a day. So I think you guys did well for yourselves and we all had a good time. But thank you guys for showing up this week.
Yeah.
And playing. And chat, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Take it, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Is it Saturday yet?
Not for a little while.